Huh? What you gotta do?
Like them shells. See, I stay up under the bridge, but I be in shells all the time. I'm gonna give you that.
You gonna kill me back to me?
Even though the hamburger costs $1.88, if I have $2, will they be able to do it?
Huh?
If I have $2, will they be able to do it? Because I am. And I'm taking the chance to do like that. That's cool too.
Hey, let me see. I don't think I got one more, man. Let me see.
If you don't, why you won't give me 5?
Hey. Hey, all I got is a pocket full of check. I got some change. That's all I got, man. You took my last dollar and change. It's all good, man. Take it easy. For real, it's my last dollar and change. Till I go to the ATM. Almost a full tank, but I'm gonna go ahead and top off. Pick up until 3 or 5 o'clock. I forgot which one now. I think it's 5 o'clock. I know, crazy, right? What kind of crap is that? 5 o'clock. got to my right some extra room. Yeah, he should be able to get out of there.
Hello, this is a crazy trucker from lifeasatrucker.com. What is holding you back? What is holding you back? Oftentimes, a lot of what is holding us back is simply in our minds or other things such as procrastination. And we may put off doing something for many reasons. It's easy to come up with excuses, especially when we are chartering new territories, you know, something that is unfamiliar, something that we are not totally comfortable in doing. Obviously, if you do anything enough times, you will become more and more comfortable at it. So if, you know, you have made goals and you have a specific time frame that you're working with and you are operating in line with those goals, because I want you to take these principles and see how you can apply those in your own life to different things that you may be putting off, or the self-defeating thoughts that you may have to keep you from going forward in different areas, taking risks, trying things out, chartering new territory. You want to push yourself beyond the comfort zone. You want to take those risks. Don't be afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid of the thoughts of others, criticism, the disagreement with your opinion. Hey, this is just all of my opinion, but it is my opinion based on a lot of information that I have come across, a few books that I have read, and a lot of audio tapes that I had listened to. Even go to YouTube, you know, and look up things that are important to you. For me, it's about personal development, making better decisions. So these are things that I've learned about. And now I wish to share what, to me, is the essence, the principles, and the thoughts, the ideas that I have gathered from what I've been exposed to. And that's what you can do if you see there is a need to increase the level of belief in yourself. Expose yourself to information that is beneficial to you and that is in line with the things that you wish to make a reality in your life. And you see, as long as you believe in yourself, the thoughts, the ideas, if you believe there is meaningful reason behind your actions, then you should be liberated by your choices in life. That includes putting yourself out there sometimes. That includes taking a risk. Some of the ways that you can gain that level of confidence is to expose yourself to information that empowers you, improves your thinking, deepens your belief, increases your creativity. It takes a little discipline. It takes some commitment, but it's a choice that you make every day. The question that you can ask yourself is, how do I spend my free time? And in what ways can I spend that time that would be of more value to me? Oh. Who do you spend your time with? What do y'all talk about? I mean, do you spend all of your time getting high, talking about getting high, talking about your favorite artists, talking about Kim Kardashian or Lindsay, how you say her name? You know what I'm talking about. But do you do that with your time? Maybe some of those discussions should be about the class you saw at the local community college that might give you the edge you need in order to make some changes in your life. Or maybe you get together just to complain about not having enough money at the end of the month or to pay the bills you have. But who among you has introduced the idea of starting an online business, which doesn't take gas and takes less than $100 to start? I'm just saying. Just like you are what you eat, it is also true that you are what you believe. I once heard either Stephen Covey or Brian Tracy. He said, you become the average of your friends. Now think about that. That's powerful. That's a powerful realization. Yeah, the people that you spend most of your time around, you're going to find yourself most likely dead center in where they are in their lives. The mindset, you become that which you think about most often. If that is the focus of your mind, that becomes your reality. Just like the saying goes that we are a product of our environment. There's a lot of truth in that. In fact, it's totally true. But a lot of people limit what they see as their environment to, the traditional, simple concept. It is much bigger than that. It's deeper than that, and it's all encompassing. The information that you expose yourself to, the people that you're around, all of the influence, the music that you listen to, what you choose to listen to, all of that makes up your environment. And guess what? Quite often, you are in a position to make choices on what that environment is. The problem is, too often, those choices we make are to spend our time in an environment that is not productive. That environment may even be counterproductive or destructive, instead of spending our times to do things that would help better position us for moving forward. You see, we could be learning information that would help you have a better relationship, help you learn how to make more money, help you know how to start a business, help you develop more confidence, help you become a more effective parent. We could be learning all of this stuff. I mean, the possibilities of what you could be doing to benefit you are endless and free because research is easier than ever. New things that you want to learn, you can go online and Google it and learn the basics, and in many cases, a lot of higher level information about that thing. So, everything is at our fingertips in order for us to take advantage of. So what's really holding you back? You see, that is the question. That is the topic of this show. And the reason why is because sometimes people have an illusion that it is something else holding them back, when really nothing is holding them back. But let's move forward. If we don't like what we see in the mirror, or if we don't live how we would like to live, we can't blame it so much on someone else. Everyone has the potential to make for themselves a wonderful, happy, prosperous life. First, you must believe in this reality. Second, you must write what you desire for your life. And then you must choose to spend your time brainstorming to figure out what steps it takes to make it a reality. So, back to believing in the reality. What do you believe about yourself? You need to understand that many people assume that they cannot do things or be a certain type of person or achieve certain goals or reach certain levels in life. They assume this. Well, put it this way, because they make this assumption and they don't believe that this life is available to them, they can't conceive of that reality. So how can they build upon those types of thoughts? You can't build upon something that's not there. So they shy away from difficult things, avoid new endeavors, don't like taking chances. And in addition, they tend to freeze up when they're facing challenges in life. You ever heard of the saying, making a mountain out of a molehill? That's how people who don't believe in themselves see challenges in life. They are huge. Some of the things that you see other people knocking out of the way every day like it's nothing, a person with limiting self-belief will look at that same challenge and turn around, giving up before the battle is even on. In other words, they not in the game, not in the game of life. So how can you win? Well, you can't. Not like that. but you can win because you can change the way that you look at life. It starts with a positive mental attitude, a different way of viewing life. Now, you may have heard some people criticize positive thinking, saying that it is unrealistic. It's deeper than that. And I'll give an example of what I'm speaking of when I say positive thinking. Say you want to learn another language. In your mind, you say, I'll never be able to learn this language. This language sounds tough. I'll never be able to learn this language. But you go and enroll in class to learn the language. Now, it's good that you went and signed up for the class anyway, even though you didn't have the right belief in yourself, because another group of people with limiting self-belief would have never even enrolled. They would have immediately dismissed the idea of it being possible to learn the language, therefore no longer entertain the thought. However, compare you with someone else who has never even considered the possibility of not learning the language. Their focus is on what it would mean to them once they do learn the language. There is no doubt about whether they can learn the language. Now, we can talk all day about why these differences exist, and it may start from childhood or what has transpired from then until the present time, but it doesn't really matter. What's important is anyone can overcome that self-defeating thought. Anyone can be that person that does not entertain the thought of failure, even though realizing that failure is a possibility, but it's just a consequence of trying. Failure is nothing but a step towards success anyway. If you fail, you just learn from it and you move on. Keep moving forward. The thought is focused on achieving. Try it. Attempt. Go for it. Get it done. That's the attitude. And anyone can choose to have that attitude. It's a matter of being made aware of not having that attitude, realizing that if your attitude is opposite of that, you need to change it. Once you are made aware of this, you can work on it and work on it and work on it until it becomes natural to you. And your default mindset is of a positive nature, as opposed to the negative thoughts that so many of us have in society today. Your change is in progress. Do you see the difference there? You got one person who would be in class, attentive and excited, anticipating the day that they'll be able to communicate with another culture. That's their vision of the future, while the other person is sitting in class, possibly daydreaming and thinking that they're there wasting time because they don't believe that they can learn the language. Serious difference. But let's continue. It's going to take you significantly longer to catch on than the person who says to him or herself, I can learn this language. I will learn this language. I can learn this language. People learn this language every day. So your mind will operate differently. You will pick up things at a different rate because your thoughts affect you. And that's the difference in positive thinking and negative thinking. And you have thoughts in your mind every day that are either negative or positive. And if you could train yourself to make those thoughts predominantly positive, no matter what the circumstances, then you're in a much better place to deal with life, whatever life brings you. You see, I'm here to tell you that this is a choice that you have. I'm here to tell you only that thought pattern limits you. It's sad, but we are not taught about the power of our minds. I want you to know that life is only limited by what you believe and what you believe you deserve and your actions toward that belief.